Hey there, Andy Cirinesi with Back to the Past Collectibles with a little bit of news about our upcoming March 16th Pinback auction. It's going to be a tremendous auction with over 300 Pinback collectible items. The first Pinback actually was produced in 1789, and it was used to commemorate the inauguration of our very first president, George Washington. And that Pinback was a little bit different than the ones we're used to. They were actually sewn onto the lapel, and some people even wore it as on a chain around their neck as a pendant. Very rare Pinback. You never see those around anymore. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln realized the value of these as an advertising tool, and he produced a Pinback that actually had his photograph on it, and it was used to promote his presidential platform. From 1860 to about 1890, that's pretty much all Pinbacks were used for, was to promote campaigns and presidential elections and things like that. But in 1893, a fellow named Benjamin Whitehead saw a whole bigger use for these Pinbacks, and he opened up a company with a fellow named Chester Hogue, and they formed the Whitehead and Hogue Advertising Company, and they produced thousands of Pinbacks, advertising, premium, presidential, just every topic you can imagine. And they were a very successful advertising firm producing all of these Pinbacks. Started to wane in the late 1930s, interest in Pinbacks. Whitehead and Hogue went out of business, and they were starting to wane, but Kellogg's cereal recognized the value of these Pinbacks, and they saw a different way to use these things as a medium to get kids to buy their boxes of cereal. So they started inserting cartoon character Pinbacks into cereal boxes, and the craze was on again. Also in the 1940s, something else happened. World War II broke out, and Americans everywhere were wearing victory pins. They created all kinds of different victory pins as sponsorships and membership drives, and just to support the home team. So our auction coming up on March 16th is loaded with 300 Pinbacks of all types. There's advertising, there's presidential, there's World War II victory pins. We've got a few of them here. We'll give you a couple close-ups of them. This is for Horlick's Malted Milk. This is a early, probably late 1800s, early 1900s Pinback, and the artwork and graphics on some of these are amazing. This is one of the presidential ones that we'll be offering. It's a McKinley campaign pin. He really liked the medium too, and McKinley did a whole bunch of different presidential campaign pins. These two are kind of interesting. They're both premium pins. Now these were used by primarily cigarette companies and gum companies to get you to buy their products, and they were inserted in the packages. This is an early George Washington premium pin, and this is a great, probably 1920 Pepsi Gum American Indian pin. They did them on regular Indians and famous ones, Sitting Bull and Geronimo and all of them. This is one of the neater pins in the auctions. It's the Uncle Sam victory pin. It's the anti-Nazi, anti-Adolf Hitler pin. And what's so neat about this is this was one of the rare, they call it a mechanical Pinback. And what would happen is you've got Uncle Sam there, and he's hoisting a rope up, and there's something attached to the rope, and when you push the pin down, you'd see him dragging Adolf Hitler up to hang him from the tree. Great Pinback. This one will be offered. It's one of the gems of the auction. So we're looking forward to seeing you March 16th at 6 p.m. The viewing starts at 4 o'clock. The catalog is already posted live at proxybid.com/backtothepast. You can go to our website, backtothepast.tv, and it'll guide you there. Or you can come by the store, and we'll be happy to print you out a hard copy of the catalog. We hope to see you then. Thanks.